My first question is, how do you stay so thin? What do you eat, man?
I'm a vegetarian, but I mean, I think it's just the road, man, because, you know, I've been on the road for the last couple of years straight. So I don't know, I don't eat that much, really.
So if I, like, go on the road and eat broccoli, I could wear this suit?
Exactly.
You look great.
Thanks, man.
And you
look
sound
good, too.
great. Thank you, man. You sound really good. I don't know, we should talk about, It Ain't Over Till It's Over. Where did that come from?
That's just, that's life, man. That's life, that's love, it's reality, it's relationships, and as long as we're living and breathing, you don't know what the next move's gonna be, you know? So, yeah, praise the Lord, that's right.
Why not? It ain't over till the fat lady sings. Why didn't you... never mind. You talk about touring. Did you take your grandfather with you?
Yeah, my grandfather took my mother, you know.
But your grandfather's actually into music.
My grandfather's gonna be 81 years old. And, you know, he's from the island, so he's like, you know, eating all that conch all his life has kept him,
I'm sorry, eating what?
Conch. Conch is what comes out of that big shell you put up to your ear to hear the ocean.
Yeah.
It's like a shellfish, and it's good for, you know, things.
So before you hear the ocean, you have to say, I got all this damn conch in my ear. Okay, now.
So he's in really good shape, so he comes on the road, you know, I tell him where I'm going, do you want to come? And he comes, and he gets a bunk on the bus, or he just sleeps in a chair. You know, I mean, he's seriously roadworthy. I mean, the cat handles the road really well. You know, you don't have to, like, look after him. I get up, and I'm wondering where he is. He's off, you know, checking out things, and, you know.
Yeah.
The young ladies always like him. He was signing autographs last tour.
That's deep. We have a lady who works here, one of our talent coordinators, and she knew you when you were little. I guess she's a friend of your mom.
Yeah, exactly.
His mom is Roxy Roker from the Jeffersons, and she... and I asked her, I said, what do you remember about him? And she said, first of all, he was a gorgeous child.
Really?
Yes. You don't remember hearing that a lot?
Well, you know, you don't think about that when you're, you know, riding your skateboard around and stuff.
Yeah, she said, you were a gorgeous child, and I forgot number 2. Nice to be honest. But number 3 was your mom was thinking you probably wouldn't go to college, and she wanted you to.
Right. Well, my mother, you know, she went to Howard University, and, yeah.
And since you were
you know, I think she always wanted me to go, you know, and take advantage of the education, which I, you know, obviously recommend to others if that's what they want to do. But I knew I wanted to do music since I was like 5 years old, so it was really frustrating being 5, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and knowing the whole time what you want to do. So they had, you know, they had some bread put away for me to go to college. And I think my father thought I just wanted to be into music, you know, just to be cute, you know, and, you know, have girls and hang out and do the whole musician thing. And you know, it was music that I really loved. So I think his whole reason to putting me in there was not, you know, here's the money, go, you know, go do it. It was, let's see if you can really handle the work. Because I was going to learn how to be an engineer and, you know, how to run the studio. And he didn't think I'd be able to hang with that part.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
Your mother, she was here recently. She's still surprised at how hard you work.
Yeah, well, the whole thing was like, you know, get a job. It was always to get a job, you know. I mean, you know, baby, why don't you just call up the post office? You know, that was my grandmother, you know, where she used to see those little computer ads. You know, why don't you take one of them computer courses, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, I wasn't up for it. See, I used to lock myself in the room and play my music, so no one ever heard it. So everybody was wondering, like, what is he doing? You know?
Yeah.
And now my mother's on the tour bus talking about, you work too hard, sit down, leave that boy alone, you know?
Yeah.
She thinks I work too hard now.
Yeah. Let's take a commercial and come back and work some more.
All right.
Lenny Kravitz. A lot of my audience probably first got hip to you on MTV.
Right.
But what was real obvious to me was that black radio, when you first hit, didn't play your stuff.
Right. Well, you know, things have turned around since 20, 30 years ago. And, you know, it's really strange to be told, well, that's not black music, when black people invented all of that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, and, but it's starting to change, you know? And, for me, music is just music. It's what you feel, you know? And, I don't think that everything should be run by formats, you know? It should just be free.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's starting to happen, and black radio is starting to play me, and I'm really appreciative. And I went and hung with Donnie Simpson, you know, and did the whole thing, so I'm official now.
That's
you
the
know?
sign that your blackness is making a turn. You know, when Donnie Simpson says, come on by. You familiar with the rock group Living Color?
Yeah.
They talk about that whole syndrome, people coming to them and saying, why are you doing white music? What's that about?
Right.
You know? What's that about? You know, do you get that from people? People thinking that, not really understanding the origin of what you do?
They have a bit more of a metal sound. But, you know, it's funny. People think it's like this like, thing. It's like black people playing rock and roll. Like it's some weird thing. But, no, I don't get too much of that. And my audiences are usually really mixed. I don't seem to have any certain kind of crowd. You know, it's like all kinds of people. And I like that, you know?
Yeah. You have so many kind of influences within you and things that come through your music. When you first started out, people were on this Lennon kick, and then you took a quick turn on them and worked with Madonna and Justify Your Love.
Yeah, Justify My Love.
Justify My Love.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew it was something like that. How did you get involved with her?
We just met at a party in London, and we spoke, and I did the tune, and I brought it to her, and she dug it, and we did it, and that was it.
How'd you like the video?
I thought it was good. I mean, I'm a great fan of Jean-Baptiste Mondino, who's the guy who made the video. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I wasn't offended or anything. You know?
But now, your music is not changing, is it?
I mean, it changes because, you know, the way music works for me is that, you know, music is my life, and I live my life through music. So it changes as I change and as times change and as vibes change, you know? So each album, I don't know what I'm going to do. I never plan it. I don't know what I'm going to go in the studio and do. It's all a matter of what's coming through me, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I got 6 seconds. So you were a big Jackson 5 fan when you were young?
Yeah.
No, I'll be right back. I'll be right back with Lenny Kravitz.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Stink number 1. I see you in 23 hours. Kick it, Michael.